Hey traders, David Frost, LazyGapTrader.com. In this video, we're talking about day trading. More specifically, we're talking about gap trading and how gap trading is by far the single most consistent and profitable day trading strategy you can find across the markets today. I do a couple of things. The first thing is I teach a course. In the course at Lazy Gap Trader, I teach traders how to identify specific price levels where stocks are likely to be drawn to and have a price reaction from in the other direction. This comes from when stocks are gapping higher or lower at the open, it creates an opportunity. The opportunity is for traders that can identify a specific mathematical level where stocks will be drawn to and have a reversal from in the other direction. In my course, I teach everything traders need to know in order to trade the gaps successfully. The other thing I do is any trader that wants to get my gap trades each and every morning at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 30 minutes before the opening bell can do so. I give you a list of my trades for the day. In fact, let's go ahead and take a look at the email that went out this morning to all my traders. As you can see, the email arrives about 9 o'clock in the morning before the opening bell. What I've got this morning on the board was 5 potential gap trading opportunities. Now, it's the Friday before a holiday weekend, and frankly, I didn't expect much this morning. The volume across the market is relatively light, but we always tend to get at least 1 or 2 trades, and this morning we got exactly that so far. The first one that hit its level was Decker's Outdoor, D-E-C-K. I say gap higher, resistance levels are $66.82, and then I gave a secondary level at $70.31. Stop and profit target is about 35 to 65 cents. This is a minimum profit target. The second thing contained in this email is a list of gap fill trades. This is the second part of my course. I teach 2 strategies, the morning gap trades and gap fill trades. When stocks gap higher or lower in the morning, it leaves what's called an open gap. These open gaps at some point in the future will be filled, so stocks will come back to fill their gaps. This morning, ORLY came back to fill its gap. I say the gap fill level is $248.46. It's a short trade, which means as soon as the stock comes up into that level, we can expect a price reaction in the other direction downward. Let's go ahead and take a look at the charts of these 2 trades from this morning. As you can see on Decker's, the 66.82 level, while it looks like the stock went significantly higher than that level before pulling back, that's not exactly the case. In fact, I caught this trade live, and you can see that also on this YouTube channel. But what I'm going to do is take this down to a tick chart so that you can see the movement of the stock and how fast these trades can happen at times. Here we're on what's called a 10-tick chart because I wanted to show you that it was an intra-minute trade, meaning this trade all happened within the minute. So as you can see, the stock came up to the 66.82 level, made a high of 67.07. That's within the stop loss limitation identified in the email and that my traders that have taken the course understand. And you can see here that the stock was then at a low of 66.24, and this all happened very, very fast. Some of these trades happen in the blink of an eye, and some of them happen in 10, 20, 30 minutes. What this shows you is the power of these price levels that I teach you how to identify and calculate in my course at Lazy Gap Trader. Now we're back on the 10-minute chart, and you can see here it's pretty obvious the stock had a pretty significant collapse, had already gone below $64 a share, which is almost $3 below the entry point, which was a short trade at 66.82. Nice collapse. It goes to show you the power of these price levels. Let's take a look at the gap fill trade in ORLY. Now remember from the email in the gap fill list, the gap fill level was $248.46. As soon as the stock got to that level, you see it had a reaction in the other direction. So the stock went as high as $249. That's within the stop loss limitation as described in the course. And just minutes later, the stock was already at a low of $246 $1.77, which represents a $1.69 gain off the level identified before the opening bell even rung. Traders, if you want to learn how to trade the gaps, I can teach you everything you need to know in terms of the morning gap trades and the gap fill trades. Everything you need is found in my course at lazygaptrader.com. In addition to that, anyone that's purchased my course gets my full and complete support. No question ever goes unanswered. Don't take my word for it. Try me out. I am here to help any trader that wants to learn and be successful with this strategy. This is a strategy that once you learn it, it can be the foundation for your success for the rest of your trading career. I'm David Frost, lazygaptrader.com. Thanks for tuning in, traders.